अस्सलाम वालेकुम क्लास, कैसे हैं आप सब लोग। हमारा जो सब्जेक्ट है वो है इंट्रोडक्शन टू इन्वायरमेंटल साइंसेस। हमारे 16 लेक्चर इसके हो चुके हैं, 4 लेक्चर्स हमारे रहते हैं। जो आज का हमारा जो टॉपिक है वो है डेवलपमेंट इन एग्रीकल्चर। हमने 4 टॉपिक्स जो पढ़ने हैं उसमें सबसे पहला डेवलपमेंट इन एग्रीकल्चर है और कल के लेक्चर में हम पढ़ेंगे डेवलपमेंट इन अर्बनाइजेशन। उसके बाद हमारे 2 टॉपिक्स रह जाएंगे जो 2 लेक्चर्स में हम कवर करेंगे। आज हम स्टार्ट करेंगे अपने इस टॉपिक के साथ डेवलपमेंट इन एग्रीकल्चर। इसमें हमने ये देखना है कि हमारा जो एग्रीकल्चर का सेक्टर है उसमें किस तरह से उसको डेवलप किया जा सकता है। उसकी थोड़ी सी हिस्ट्री देखेंगे कि अर्ली एजेस में वो क्या था, उसमें एडवांसमेंट किस तरह से लाई गई है और उसके अलावा उनमें क्या फ्लॉस थे और अब तक उसमें किस तरह से हमने इसको डेवलप किया है और मज़ीद हम किस तरह से इसको डेवलप कर सकते हैं। तो इस टॉपिक में हम ये सारी कुछ चीज़ें क्लियर करेंगे। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं आज के टॉपिक से, डेवलपमेंट इन एग्रीकल्चर इज़ द मेन स्टे ऑफ द लीस्ट डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज़। यहाँ पे क्लास एक चीज़ नोट कर लीजिएगा, मैं नेक्स्ट आगे कहीं पे भी बार बार ये मेंशन नहीं करूँगी लीस्ट डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज़, मैं इसको जस्ट LDCs बोलूँगी। तो LDCs मीन्स लीस्ट डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज़। सो एग्रीकल्चर इज़ द मेन स्टे ऑफ द लीस्ट डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज़ LDCs economies underpinning their food security, export earnings and rural development. Yet their agriculture production of the domestic and export markets has fallen behind, with growth in per capita output declining in 90s. Slow production growth and sharp annual fluctuations in output have continued to be chronic problems for LDCs, constituting the main causes of their persistent poverty and rising food insecurity. The proportion of undernourished in the total LDCs population increased from 38% to 40% between 69 to 71 and 96 to 98, while the absolute number rose from 116 million to 235 million. As regard trade, the LDCs have continued to be marginalized in world agriculture markets, accounting for only 5% of global agricultural export in the early 70s and barely 1% in the late 90s. The poor performance of agriculture in LDCs is related to the many internal and external difficulties that these countries face as they seek to develop these sectors and achieve their objective of improving food security and increasing export things. Their internal difficulties include low productivity, rigid production and trade structure, a limited skill base, short life expectancies and low educational qualification, poor infrastructure and inadequate institutional and policy frameworks. At the same time, with the growing integration of markets from globalization and trade liberalization, their economies have to operate in an increasingly competitive external environment. They continue to export a narrow range of primary commodities that are highly vulnerable to instability of demand and deteriorating terms of trade. Reversing this decline and integrating the LDCs into the world economy represent enormous challenges, overcoming marginalization from global markets, adapting to technological change, and coping with a new institutional environment. But most of the LDCs have enormous untapped agriculture potential to meet these challenges, with considerable scope for more effective use of resources and higher productivity. What is needed therefore is a renewed focus on agriculture and rural development. Significant progress is promoting economic growth, reducing poverty and enhancing food security cannot be achieved in most of these countries without drawing more fully upon the potential productivity capacity of agriculture and its contribution to overall economic development. Significant progress in promoting economic growth, reducing poverty and enhancing food security cannot be achieved in most of these countries without drawing more fully upon the potential productive capacity of agriculture and its contribution to overall economic development. Role of agriculture in economy. The agriculture sector is at the heart of economies of the LDCs. It accounts for a large share of GDP, ranging from 30% to 60%. In about two-thirds of them, employs a large proportion of the labor force, from 40 to as much as 90% in most cases. Represent a major source of foreign exchange, from 25 to as much as 95% in three quarters of the countries. Supplies the bulk of basic food and provides subsistence and other income to more than half of the LDC's population. The strong forward and backward linkages within the rural sector and with other sector of the economy provide added stimulus for growth and income generation. Thus, significant progress in promoting economic growth, reducing poverty and enhancing food security cannot be achieved in most of these countries without developing more fully the potential human and productive capacity of the agriculture sector and enhancing its contribution to overcome economic and social development. A strong and vibrant food and agriculture system thus form a primary pillar in the strategy of all economic growth and development. Agriculture in LDCs cannot continue to be treated as a residual sector for policy attention and investments. The challenge of globalization and trade liberalization. Although globalization offers opportunities for growth and development in all parts of the world, the hopes and promises attached to rapid liberalization of trade and finance have not so far been fulfilled in many developing countries, and particularly so in LDCs. In fact, the latter are increasingly becoming marginalized, especially in agriculture. The combined share of their agricultural export declined from about 5% of the world agricultural export in the early 70s to just around 1% in 1960 to 98. LDCs face many difficulties, both internal and external, in their efforts to develop their agriculture and to achieve their objectives of improving food security and increasing export earnings. Internal difficulties include low productivity, inflexible production and trade structure, low skill capacity, low life expectancies and educational attainments, poor infrastructure, and deficient institutional and policy frameworks. At the same time, with the growing integration of markets due to globalization and liberalization, their economies face a more fiercely competitive external trending environment. They continue to export a limited range of primary commodities that are highly vulnerable to instability in demand and a decline in terms of trade. In addition, their external charges remains large. Their inability to compete on world markets as well as in their home markets is also reflected in their rising food import bills. Effective ways need to be found to support LDCs with a view to improving their economic and social condition, achieving structural transformation, diversification, and international competitiveness, overcoming their supply side constraints, and ultimately accelerating sustainable growth. The present situation of agriculture. Despite its importance to the economy, agriculture is agriculture in LDCs has remained largely underdeveloped in production both for domestic market and for export. Although there was a modest growth of output during 1995 to 98, it barely exceeded population growth, and for the 90s as a whole in per capita terms it actually declined. In addition, slow food production growth and sharp annual fluctuations in output remains major and chronic problems for the LDCs, constituting the major causes of their rising poverty and food insecurity. Between 1969 to 71 and 1966 to 98, the proportion of undernourished in total population in LDCs increased from 38% to 40%. In addition, indicators of poverty show that the proportion of people living below the poverty line has risen in many LDCs. a broad assessment productivity in each of the major agriculture subsector. इसमें 4 सब सेक्टर्स हैं. सबसे पहला है जी हमारे पास क्रॉप है, फिशरीज़ हैं, लाइफ स्टॉक है. ये टोटल 4 सब सेक्टर हमने सिर्फ डिफाइन करना है, उसके बाद हमारा लेक्चर वाइंड अप हो जाएगा. सो फर्स्ट है क्रॉप्स. द मोस्ट वाइडली यूज इंडिकेटर ऑफ क्रॉप प्रोडक्टिविटी इज प्रोडक्शन पर यूनिट ऑफ लैंड, आल्सो रेफर एज क्रॉप यील्ड. In general, crop yield in LDCs are low relative to those in other developing countries. Yields of the basic food commodities like cereals, roots and tubers and oil crops are less than half the average of the developing countries. Although there is much variation among countries, there thus appears to be potential for substantial gains in productivity. Unlike most other developing countries, growth in agriculture in LDCs owes a great deal to area expansion rather than to advances in yield. Number 2, livestock. Second subsector, livestock. Livestock is an important and growing subsector providing a substantial source of income and nutrition for the rural poor in most LDCs. It remains the principal form of non-human power available to rural farmers and is caused by both men and women for various purposes including accumulation. Livestock production in LDCs relies much more on traditional operation. It relies largely on growth in the number of animals for increased populations. There were virtually no significant improvement in productivity per animal in most LDCs, where their average productivity levels remains much below those of developing countries as a whole. To achieve greater improvements in productivity, there is a need for continued investment in both research and the development of animal and feed, gain production and processing. Number 2, assistance to small poor livestock producers so that they can become better integrated with commercial livestock marketing and processing. Number 3, fisheries. Many LDCs have great potential in fisheries. Although this potential has not yet been fully exploited, fisheries products are increasingly contributing to food consumption of the population and to foreign exchange earnings. The countries bordering the Atlantic Ocean benefit from particular oceanic conditions. For example, upwelling system that greatly contribute to the increase of marine water productivity, although these systems are subjected to mark fluctuation due to weather. Number 4, forestry and agroforestry. Forests and trees indirectly contribute to economic development and food security and sustainable livelihoods in numerous ways. Through support to agriculture system, their role in rural development and in maintaining environmental integrity and the provision of opportunities for incoming generation and employment. Rural communities, particularly in LDCs, are highly dependent on forest goods. Wood fuel is the main source of energy in most LDCs, representing up to 90 to 95% of domestic energy consumption. Non-wood forest products (NWFPs) are of major significance primarily in households and local economies. Millions of households depend heavily on these products for subsistence consumption or income. In LDCs, forest goods and environmental services are provided almost exclusively by natural ecosystem, which are threatened by unsustainable exploitation practices and other factors, including inappropriate horizontal expansion of crop production. It's all about our today's topic. Next topic about development in urbanization. Allah Hafiz students.